Imagine a small bakery launches a new chocolate cake. The owner takes a photo, posts it on Instagram, and writes, "Fresh chocolate cake available today." A few people like the post. Some people comment. One person shares it with a friend. Another person clicks the bakery's profile. Someone checks the location. Someone else opens Google Maps. And a few customers finally visit the bakery and buy the cake. Now here is the real question. What actually happened here? Was it just a simple Instagram post? No. A full digital marketing system was working behind that small post. The post created attention. The likes, comments, shares, and clicks created signals. The profile, location, reviews, and photos created trust. And the final purchase created revenue. This is how digital marketing works. Most people think digital marketing works when a business posts content, runs ads, and waits for customers to come. But the truth is, digital marketing does not work through random posting. It works through a system. And that system has four main parts: traffic, data, conversion, and revenue. If you understand these four things, you understand the basic engine behind digital marketing. Traffic means people coming toward your digital platform. That platform could be a website, Instagram page, YouTube channel, landing page, online store, app, Google business profile, or marketplace profile. In the bakery example, traffic came from Instagram, but traffic can come from many places. It can come from Google search, YouTube videos, Instagram reels, TikTok videos, Facebook posts, paid ads, email campaigns, influencers, online communities, or direct visits from people who already know your brand. For example, if a restaurant appears on Google Maps when someone searches "best burger near me," that is traffic from search. If someone clicks a Facebook ad for a clothing brand, that is paid traffic. If someone watches your YouTube video and then visits your website, that is content-driven traffic. But here is the important point. Traffic alone means nothing. 1 million people can visit your website, but if nobody buys, signs up, books, or trusts you, then that traffic is useless. This is where the second part comes in, data. Data tells businesses what people are doing. It shows where people came from, which posts they clicked, which ad they watched, which page they visited, how long they stayed, what they added to cart, what they ignored, and where they left. In traditional marketing, a business may place a billboard on the road. Thousands of people may see it, but the business may not know exactly who saw it, who cared, or who bought because of it. Digital marketing is different. Here, businesses can track behavior. They can see what is working and what is failing. For example, imagine 1,000 people visit an online store. Out of those 1,000 people, 100 add a product to cart. Out of those 100 people, only 20 complete the purchase. That data tells the business something important. Maybe the product is attractive, but the checkout process is confusing. Maybe the delivery charges are too high. Maybe people do not trust the website. Maybe the payment method is limited. Without data, the business is just guessing. With data, the business can improve. The third part is conversion. Conversion means turning a visitor into someone who takes action. That action could be buying a product, booking a call, filling a form, downloading an app, subscribing to a newsletter, watching a full video, or contacting the business. Conversion is where digital marketing becomes serious. Because getting attention is easy. Turning attention into action is difficult. That is why businesses focus on landing pages, offers, headlines, reviews, trust badges, simple checkout systems, clear pricing, strong copywriting, and follow-up messages. For example, if 100 people visit a gym's website, but only 2 people book a trial session, the conversion rate is low. But if the gym improves its headline, adds real customer reviews, shows clear pricing, and adds a simple book-free trial button, maybe 8 people book instead of 2. Same traffic, better conversion, more results. This is the power of conversion. The fourth part is revenue. Revenue is the money generated from the marketing system. But smart digital marketers do not only ask, how much attention did we get? They ask, how much result did we generate? If a business spends £100 on ads and makes £300 in sales, the campaign may be profitable. But if it spends £100 and makes only £50, the campaign is losing money. This is why digital marketing is connected to business numbers. It is not only about likes, views, and followers. Those numbers can help, but they are not the final goal. The final goal is business growth. That growth could come through sales, leads, bookings, subscriptions, app downloads, or brand trust. The same system operates at a much larger scale in the real world. Amazon uses traffic from search, ads, emails, recommendations, and apps. Then it collects data about what people search, click, view, save, and buy. Then it improves conversion through reviews, fast delivery, product suggestions, and one-click buying. And finally, all of that turns into revenue. Netflix does the same thing. It brings traffic through trailers, social media recommendations, BART, and word of mouth. It studies what people watch, skip, finish, or ignore. Then it recommends better content to keep users engaged. And that engagement helps Netflix retain subscribers and generate revenue. Even a small local cafe can use the same system. It can bring traffic through Google Maps, Instagram Reels, local ads, and customer reviews. It can study which posts get attention, which offers bring people in, and which items sell more. Then it can improve its menu, offers, photos, and online ordering. And all of this can increase revenue. So digital marketing is not magic. It is not luck. It is not just going viral. It is a system. Traffic brings people in. Data shows what they are doing. Conversion turns interest into action. Revenue proves whether the system is actually working. But here is the brutal truth. Many beginners focus only on traffic. They want more views, more followers, more likes, more clicks, but they forget the real question. Is this attention turning into results? Because if traffic does not convert, it becomes noise. If data is not used, it becomes useless. If conversion is weak, revenue suffers. And if revenue does not grow, the marketing system is broken. That is why a real digital marketer does not only think like a content creator. A real digital marketer thinks like a business builder. They ask, where's the traffic coming from? What does the data show? Where are people dropping off? What needs to improve? How can we increase conversions? And how does this generate revenue? So the simple definition is this. Digital marketing works by attracting traffic, collecting data, improving conversion, and turning customer actions into measurable business revenue. And now that you understand how the digital marketing system works, the next natural step is to understand how this whole system evolved. From early websites and banner ads to search engines, social media, smartphones, and AI. That is what we will break down in the next episode. If this helped you, subscribe and share it. Our mission is to make quality learning accessible to more people, and as we grow, we aim to use part of our future profits to support better education for those who need it.